guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. We're going to be discussing how Barcelona will be going all in the January transfer window. Firstly, they want to bring in a midfielder, and that could be Donny Van de Beek. They're looking at forwards as well. It could be Raheem Sterling. That is the primary target right now. But the priority of the club right now is, of course, to get in a new coach. It will be Xavi, and right now Joan Laporta is negotiating with El Said to bring Xavi in as soon as possible. With Xavi coming in as a new coach, he wants, of course, rebuild the squad. The first player he wants to get rid of is Luuk de Jong, and Barcelona want to terminate his loan move, terminate his contract with the club, and get rid of him as soon as possible. Also discussing some contract renewal updates around Ousmane Dembele, and lastly, a big injury blow for Sergio Aguero. He'll be out for 3 months, and his career is definitely in jeopardy. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Before we get into this video is sponsored by Manscaped. Manscaped have engineered the ultimate groom and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredible, comfortable grooming experience. Now, we've all had those moments in the bathroom when you're doing your business, whether it's on your face or somewhere else, and you get those cuts, you get those nicks, and they just hurt you for the rest of the day. But with the Lawnmower 4.0, the trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. Now, with the Lawnmower 4.0, you also get that multifunctional on and off switch that also has travel lock as well, and it also gives you the ability to turn on the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for those more precise shaves. Now, my favorite part of the new Lawnmower 4.0 is the wireless charging. You just pop it on the stand, boom, you're done. You plug it in, that's it. No wires hanging anywhere, nothing like that. It's absolutely convenient, and also it is waterproof. You can use it in the shower, in the bathtub while you're washing your face. Of course, the LED works in the shower as well. It's an absolutely perfect combination. And the best part is you can get 20% off your order plus free shipping if you use my code BarcaBoy, so go check it out. Your balls will thank you. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. The first player we're linked with is Manchester United Dutch midfielder Donny Van de Beek. This is coming in from Sport. They've come out saying that Donny Van de Beek wants to leave Manchester United this January, and Barcelona could be an option. He recently changed his agent to Ali Dursun, who was Frankie de Jong's agent as well, and Barcelona also have been attentive to his situation for the past year now. So Donny Van de Beek will definitely be an option for Barcelona in January. It will be most likely a loan move. Of course, right now we have no financial capability to even purchase a player right now, so a loan move in January could be very likely. Would I take Donny Van de Beek at Barcelona? Absolutely 100%, but then that does mean the midfield will get a little bit flooded, because then you have Busquets, you have Gavi, Ricky Puig, Nico, Frankie de Jong, and then you have Donny Van de Beek as that sixth option. You can place a single pivot on the right hand side of the midfield. He'll be very useful. Then I think we should go for him on a loan move. It can be, go wrong, and of course he's a former Ajax player. He has that Barcelona DNA in him. For me, it's a no-brainer. But the priority in the January transfer window will be the signing of a forward, more specifically Raheem Sterling. This is coming in from Helena from Kope. She's come out saying that Barcelona will go for a forward in the winter market. The loss of Koeman makes it an emergency requirement. Of course, talk about Kun Aguero near the end of the video. In the club, they have names like Raheem Sterling, but they have to agree on the profile with the new coach. So, of course, Xavi will have to give the go-ahead, the thumbs up to sign Raheem Sterling, but the signing of a forward in January, maybe even two, will be the absolute priority to Barcelona. Of course, Braithwaite has a long-term injury, Kun Aguero has a long-term injury, and by then, we already lacked a forward by then, so we're gonna have to bring in a forward, and right now, Raheem Sterling is the primary target. Do not rule out number 9 as well. Maybe kind of, an Edson Cavani type of profile. It could be, him. Could be another veteran striker, just not Luuk de Jong. We'll talk about Luuk de Jong as well. But the signing of 2 forwards, and most likely 1, will be the priority in the January transfer window. Now, you might be wondering, how much money do we have to spend in the upcoming January transfer window? We need a striker, a winger, and maybe even a backup midfielder. That wouldn't be a bad option. Now, the CEO of Barcelona, Fernando Rivera, confirmed a few weeks ago that we have 20 million euros to spend in the January transfer window. But looks like that's going to get chopped up a lot, because Sport have come out saying that sacking of Ronald Koeman has used up most of the funds Barcelona have available for January transfer signings. Fernando Rivera mentioned it was around 20 million euros. So Koeman's compensation is 12 million euros. 20 minus 12 is 8. So apparently we have only 8 million euros to spend in the January transfer market. which means it's going to have to be all loan moves. We cannot even afford to buy a player right now. So all of reinforcements that we want to bring in January are going to have to be loans, because right now the club, we have no money to spend whatsoever on players. Let's now discuss the news in regards to the appointment of the FC Barcelona first team manager. Of course, Ronald Koeman was sacked and his compensation is taken out of that budget for the January transfer window, and that is because he has failed as a Barcelona manager. So we have to bring a new one in, and it's going to be Xavi 100%. Firstly, Javi Miguel came out saying the owner of Al Said only wants to meet on a one-on-one deal with Joan Laporta to free Xavi Hernandez. Thus, he'll take out from his individual busy schedule and travel to Doha with other executives of the club, i.e. Mateo Alemán and Ramon Planes. Juan Martin from Sport came out saying that Xavi will not be the Barcelona coach for the game against Celta Vigo on Saturday. His debut will be the derby against Espanyol after the international break, and the announcement is expected on Thursday, and his presentation could be after the game against Celta Vigo, so no one is distracted. So it's looking like right now Xavi will be announced on Thursday. His presentation will be either Sunday or it could be Monday of next week. And Xavi Campos from Cat Radio has come out saying that Barcelona say they don't have to pay any compensation whatsoever to El Said. If there is any, Xavi will pay for it himself. So again, we're hearing it could be around 1 to 3 million euros for that compensation to, break his contract right now with El Said. If there is that such fee, Xavi will pay for it for himself, because of course right now the club cannot even afford that. So Xavi will pay for it if there is any, but right now Laporta is negotiating with El Said to have no compensation whatsoever. Javi Miguel came out saying that Xavi already closed the agreement with El Said last Friday, especially regarding the cost, which is much more than 1 million euros, again 1 to 3 million euros. But Barcelona won't have to pay anything on the condition that they will play a friendly match in Doha as a kind gesture. So right now, Laporta wants to negotiate that compensation clause for Xavi. What they can do is, bring Barcelona team there, have a friendly game, and apparently have Xavi as the coach for El Said and not Barcelona. I have no idea how that's gonna work, but again, it's all about reaching an agreement. The Barcelona don't want to pay any compensation, but if they cannot reach an agreement and there is compensation to be paid, Xavi will pay for it himself. Now, the plan was after the game yesterday against Dynamo Kiev, which Juan Laporta was there for, alongside Mateo Alemán, Ramon Planes. They were going to travel right to Doha and negotiate for Xavi to, seal the deal on Thursday. But Juan Laporta backed out. He decided not to go. Coming in from eSport 3, they came out saying that Juan Laporta has decided not to travel to Qatar to close the Xavi signing, even though the owners of Al Said wanted him to be in the meeting with the president in person. Rafael Usti and Mateo Alemán will fly to Doha from Kiev to try to seal Xavi's arrival. So everyone thought this would, compromise the deal for Xavi Hernandez, but that's not the case. This is all mind games, all tactical negotiation plans. When one party asks for someone to come and they don't come, it's a tactical change, because Al Said want to have the dominance in the negotiations. They want to say, look, we want a friendly match, we want this, we want that, and then you don't have to pay any compensation. But Juan Laporta is saying, look, I'm putting my foot down. I don't want you guys to have control in the negotiation. That's why Juan Laporta decided last second not to go to Doha to negotiate. So we'll wait and see how that turns out. Of course, Juan Martin from Sport came out back in that statement from eSport 3, saying that everything remains in order with Xavi's appointment. Optimism is maintained, and that Laporta does not travel in person is not blocking anything. Al Said already know that. So Laporta not going to Al Said to negotiate in Doha will not influence and will not impact Xavi coming to Barcelona. But in negotiations, it will give Al Said the upper hand, because Juan Laporta said, okay, I'll come, and decided last second not to come. And of course, he went to Kiev, to the game for Dynamo Kiev, just to go to Doha afterwards, and then he didn't go. So it's a lot of, back and forth here. We'll have to wait and see, but again, it's looking like Xavi will be officially announced on Thursday or Friday, and the presentation, the press conference, all that will happen Sunday or Monday. No doubt Xavi will be the new manager of FC Barcelona. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. The first player is Luuk de Jong. This is coming in from AS. They've come out saying that Luuk de Jong has lost all support in the dressing room after Koeman's departure. The club even argues that he was not their signing. He was the signing of Ronald Koeman. The club wanted João Felix. He isn't in Sergio Barjuan's or even Xavi Hernandez's plans, and he is not ruled out that he leaves in January. And of course, Luuk de Jong in the squad has, no influence, no impact whatsoever. Barcelona want to get rid of him. They want to cancel that loan move as soon as possible. Of course, he takes up a squad number 17. He earns around 80 to 100k a week plus bonuses and all that sort of stuff. We can't even afford that. We have only 8 million for a bloody transfer budget in January. We gotta get rid of Luuk de Jong. He offers nothing, even though we are lacking in that, forward options. we all know Luuk de Jong doesn't offer anything. So Barcelona want to get rid of him. They want to cancel that loan move, maybe send him out on loan again. So a double loan for Luuk de Jong. We'll have to wait and see, but what's clear right now is that Barcelona want to get rid of him. The next player who has been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours, but not on a permanent move like Luuk de Jong, on a loan move in January, and that is Alex Collado coming in from Juan Martí from Sport. He's come out saying that Barcelona already know that they will not be able to register Alex Collado in January, not even for Barca B. The club and his agents are working on a beneficial loan in the winter, and there are various options from Spain and abroad as well. Now, I've received a lot of DMs over the past few weeks saying, look, can Alex Collado stay at Barcelona when January comes? Can he register for the first team or Barcelona B? According to Juan Martí, the answer to that is no. The next time Alex Collado can play for Barcelona is in the summer. So 100 trillion% in January, he will leave on loan because, of course, he cannot sit for the whole entire season not playing football. It's sad to see. I would have loved to see him at Barcelona this summer. He should have been picked over Demir. I don't know why Koeman decided to do that. And now Collado in the January transfer window will leave 100%. It will be a simple loan. There won't be a buy option, nothing like that. 6-month loan to go out and play some football, which of course is the best for Alex Collado's career. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates on the first team at Barcelona. We only have one update, and that is on the contract renewal of Ousmane Dembele. Firstly, coming in from Sport, they've come out saying that Dembele has informed his entourage that he only wants to stay at Barcelona. There is more optimism at the club now. They want to close his renewal this month of November. Barcelona currently offering a 3-year extension with a reduced salary. So Dembele is telling his agent Moussa Sissoko, look, I want to stay at Barcelona, only Barcelona. He's kind of playing in that Ansu Fati role right now, and now it's up to his agent to talk to Barcelona, sit down and negotiate. Mateo Morita from Sky Sports also came out back in that statement saying that it is true that Barcelona are now more optimistic about being able to renew the contract of Ousmane Dembele. This month is key for the negotiation. It's more than key. Barcelona want to complete it this month. If they don't, they're going to stop. Now, Dembele won't be frozen out of Barcelona now. As you can see, we're trying to find, 3 strikers in January and then trying to get rid of Luuk de Jong. Dembele will not be frozen out of the club now because we are desperate for his talent. We're desperate for forwards right now. We have Ansu Fati, Memphis Depay. That's pretty much it. Luuk de Jong doesn't count. Aguero's out. Demir, he can play there. Coutinho can play there. I'm talking about, proper forwards. We only have Ansu Fati in Memphis. So Dembele is going to be used a lot. We cannot freeze him out anymore. It's out of Barcelona's hands, unfortunately. But the contract renewal is going well. There is optimism at the club. They think that they will sign his contract renewal. The question now is, will his agent Moussa Sissoko sit down with Barcelona, give them the opportunity, and sign that contract extension? We'll have to wait and see. But again, Dembele wants to stay. Laporta wants him to stay. It is up to his agent. And the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some injury updates on the first team at Barcelona. We have 2 big injury updates. Firstly, on Gerard Piqué coming in from Javi Miguel from AES. He's come out saying that Gerard Piqué's injury is in the same area which kept him out for 4 months last season. He had been experiencing pain since the El Clasico, so that's the Clasico, Rayo Vallecano, and now the last game against Deportivo Alaves that he played, and it became really, really bad in that game against Alaves. That's why he got subbed off. His return right now is unknown, but what we're hearing right now, he should be back for this weekend's game against Celta Vigo. Of course, you have the whole entire international break to rest up and recover. Maybe they won't risk him against Celta Vigo. We'll have to wait and see, but it's not that serious right now. But of course, it's in the same area where he was out for 4 months last season, so we have to be really, really cautious with Gerard Piqué. We already have some forward problems. We don't need any center back problems. And the last injury update that we have is on the injury of Sergio Aguero. It's not good. It is not good in any way, shape, or form. The club confirmed on Monday that he'll be out for 3 months of action. He's not injured. He has heart rate problems. So the club say that he'll undergo diagnosis with this doctor, and they'll see if they can be able to play in 3 months' time. So 100% for the next 3 months he won't play. Once the 3 months ends, they have to reevaluate him and see where he's at. When this injury happened, I thought it would be big because he couldn't breathe on the pitch. He went to the hospital. He's supposed to only be there for 1 night. Turned out to be 2 nights, then 3 nights. When this news came out, the first thing that thought in my head is, I don't think he's going to play football again. I genuinely believe that Aguero, this injury, this, concern, this health problem for Aguero will force him to retire. I cannot see him coming back. And a lot of people are saying that as well. A lot of people are saying, look, if he's going to jeopardize his life, if he just wants to play, another year at Barcelona. He's played 4 games, 2 starts, 1 goal. it's not that bad, but I have the caption there, career in jeopardy, because it is. I do not see him coming back. Of course, the club said, look, 3 months, we're going to reevaluate him again. If he's good, he'll come back and play. If not, he'll be out for another 3 months, do it again, blah, 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 blah. So We'll have to wait and see. 3 months, of course, is going to be what? February, because in November, December, January, so maybe end of January, beginning of February. We'll have to wait and see how it goes, but I honestly don't believe that Aguero will be playing football again. That is my prediction. Well, in a not a bad way, but I think he won't play football again. I cannot see him with, if you're having heart problems, irregular heartbeats, how are you gonna play football again? It doesn't make sense. So we'll have to wait and see. I am wishing for the best, of course, speedy recovery for Aguero. This is a very, very serious injury. Of course, health comes first. I hope he comes back, but honestly, I don't think he will. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know first is, would you take Donny Van de Beek at Barcelona? Secondly, on the forwards in this January transfer window, how many would you sign? Who do you want? You want Sterling and someone else? And of course, on Aguero's injury, do you think he will play football again for Barcelona? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.